find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go bootleg. Love. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Following the fumble recovery, Franks. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Franks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The center receiver in motion to the right. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to Pierce. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing. Love. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Love. Quick slant caught by Pierce. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's do.
Play action this time with Love. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go now. 97.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Love. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Slot man moves right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So problems with air and passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black shot. Red, yellow. Hey, blue. Going red. Ready?
Following the interception, Love. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense if you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. In motion goes the tight end.
Yellow, blue, red, Viking. 6, mega. Whole creek.
They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. A throw for Putman is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one. And maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The Franks looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Right.
Franks now on 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Franks. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play fake. Here's Love. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From just shy of midfield, Love. And Woods has it complete. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Got it? Watch it. Stick.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Love. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Love. And he'll find Pittman. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To pass, here's Jordan Love. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Vikings 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all you can. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. Yellow, blue.
On 1st and 10, Franks flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Franks now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. up to throw again. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Joseph is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Now Franks. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce.
31 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
21, Vikings 10.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Frank's pass intercepted.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead grows to 14 and 24-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Frank's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch it. 6.
Working out of the gun, Franks. Complete, Jefferson the target.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
So far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Franks now to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
6. Nuggets. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Vikings come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Check. Ready.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the double.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Real green. Red.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A 1st down throw. Here's Franks. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And cycle. Blue striker.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Setting up play action. Franks eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Slide 2. Ready.
Franks. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Black shot.
The Franks looking to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And it's 2nd down. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find his man, Woods. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Down. Right. 97.
The slot man in motion right.
Check strike.
A give for Taylor running right side. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They run once more with Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey,
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
red, yellow. Red. Called red. Needle blue. Red, cycle.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Love now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
In motion, the tight end.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
last kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here we go.
On second down, Cook. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They'll look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, go view. Check view. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
It's complete to Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.